thanks for watching with me today. I just wanted to talk to you just briefly about the terminology that we use for our skincare regime. Back in the day, it was literally just cleanse, tone, moisturise. That's all I used to do. Now we've got primers, we've got serums, we've got CC creams, BB creams, micellar waters. Ugh, the list is endless. And I just thought I just wanted to run through with you some of the terminology that I know I've used in previous videos, and just to explain to you what they do and perhaps in what order you should use them in your existing regime. So without further ado, I'm going to start with what I use on a twice daily basis, and it's a hot cloth cleanser. Okay, so you have your cleanser and you have your cloth. You buy the two together. Basically, you put your cleanser into your hand, pump just a couple of pumps, you don't need an awful amount. Massage it in, rub it around the face, moving all the impurities, the dirt, the makeup, whatever you've got on your face, and then on rinsing this under a warm tap to make it not too hot, so that it's too hot you wouldn't want it on your skin. Just massage it all around, rubbing off all the makeup, rinsing it out, doing it again 2 or 3 times, whatever you need to feel that your skin is clean. It's a brilliant way of cleaning. Actually, I do it twice a day, and I've been doing it for twice a day for about a year, and I wouldn't look back and do it the old way now. It's kind of like a gentle way of exfoliating as well. I always was a fan of the scrubs. I do use them still occasionally, but they are quite abrasive on the skin if you're too heavy-handed. So basically this, just rubbing over the skin 2 or 3 times, twice a day, kind of just takes off that top layer of debris and impurities that you've got, top layer of the dead skin that's worked its way to the surface. So yeah, so it's kind of like a gentle exfoliation as well. So you're renewing the skin almost with each cleanse. Next you have micellar water. Now I've got one, this one's from Garnier. It's basically any make is fine. I'm just showing you this is the one I've got as a prop basically. But it drags out, it's like a little magnet, it pulls out all the impurities from your skin, anything that is still left from your cleansing and any perhaps makeup that's still left on your skin, it takes that away. So it unclogs the pores. So it's a really good to cleanse. This is the toning stage effectively, so you're literally popping that onto a cotton pad and swishing it all over the face. This one I've got is particularly good for sensitivity around the eyes. Most of them are quite gentle around the eyes, to be fair, but I don't find it irritates at all if I have to swish over and get that last little bit of mascara or something off. So yeah, I'm loving this step of toning, shall we say. Right, so then I would go in with a serum. I do that before moisturising, so we've got cleanse, tone, serum, moisturiser now. You're going with a serum before moisturiser because it's a more concentrated formula, so it goes into the deeper layers of skin, and it definitely, this particular one, because it's got vitamin C, it definitely gives a more illuminating, it lightens and brightens the skin, which is what vitamin C is supposed to do. And I use this one because I've got pigmentation on my cheeks, and it's trying to sort of break that down a little bit and brighten those areas. I like it. I continue to use this one because it is a fave of mine. But yeah, that's what serums do. You put them on before moisturiser, so they go into the deeper layers. They've got some good ingredients in, so they just aid your moisturiser. Okay, before I actually moisturise my face, I go in with an eye cream. This particular one is from Boots, and it's their Time Delay. I like it because it's anti-aging, and obviously around the eye is probably where your first signs of any wrinkles and fine lines will appear. So this has kind of got a bit of a lightening and brightening effect as well. When you put it on, you sense there's a little bit of a glow going on. But yes, I do not forget to do my eye moisturising. Okay, so this is the moisturising stage. Now this is where I can talk about some CC and BB creams as well, because they kind of come into this category. I use BB creams on a daily basis. During my summer months, when we need a little bit more SPF protection, I use a CC cream, because this is the only one I've found that's got SPF 50, okay? So it's really good. CC means colour correct, so I tend to sort of blob it on to my cheeks first or wherever, and then I obviously go all over my face, but this is where I want my main lot of SPF protection, because this is where I have sun damage, so I want to limit that. I don't want to add to it, okay? So all the BB creams as well do have SPF, but it's only 15, so it's not, I need more than that in the summer basically. But BB creams, this one's from Olay, and it's a hydration and BB cream, and this one's from Garnier, and it's a BB cream. Basically they're supposed to like even out the skin tone, reduce any redness, any pigmentation, blur any imperfections. They kind of just add to your moisturiser really. There's usually a shade involved, as I do fair. So basically I would blob it onto my skin where I need it, mainly in this area, but then I put a blob there and a blob there. And then I go in with my moisturiser, mix that into my hands, and just then blend it all in with the BB creams over my face. Don't forget moisturiser on your neck and onto your chest area as well. As you get older, you need to do that. I go in with a moisturiser with these as well, because like I said, these are SPF 15. I need more than that in the winter as well. So my Revitalift from L'Oreal is an SPF 30, and it's got anti-aging products in there that I need to use. So I sort of pop all that on together in the moisturising stage. Okay, so moisturising is not all about daytime, is it? We have a nighttime regime as well. So I've moved on from nighttime moisturisers just at the moment because I'm liking the idea of facial oils, okay? So I've got one from Boots. This is a time delay. It's good because you can use it day or night. I don't tend to use it during the day, but what I have done is when I've moisturised, I've just dabbed a tiny bit in my fingertips and just gone around the tops of my cheeks and around my eye where I want a little bit of radiance there through the day. But I definitely stick to it every night. It doesn't clog up the pores. It's great. It's an anti-aging one, so it's supposed to firm and control any wrinkles and all the other aging properties that we're really looking for. I like it. It doesn't feel too heavy on the skin, and in the morning the skin is nice and soft. So that's doing the trick for me for a facial oil. Okay, so after moisturising and before applying makeup, you can go in with a primer. Now, primers are fantastic. I think they give a airbrushed finish, or as close as you can get to an airbrushed finish to your makeup. They make your makeup last all day. If you're getting the right primer for your skin type, you don't get the shine that sort of creeps in during the afternoon. I like quite a few. I have about 5. I haven't found my fave, my holy grail of primers yet. I use the Pore Professional from Benefit quite a lot. This is really good if you do have combination or oily skin, because if you particularly target it to your T-zone where you do get shine, this is supposed to sort of help with that so you don't get that shine appear after lunch kind of thing. You can get tinted ones. I've got this one from Laura Geller. This is really nice. It just sort of gives a good all-round glow to the skin. Primers basically add a fantastic base to your makeup. They make your makeup last longer. They smooth out any fine lines. They make you look more youthful, shall we say. They reduce any redness. They even out any pores you've got. They sort of smooth over any larger pores, so then your foundation's going on to a smoother level again. So they're a brilliant step to actually use, and once you start using them, you'll see the difference to your finished makeup look, so you'll want to continue using them. But that's primers. Whilst we're talking about primers, I just wanted to talk about this little baby that's out there on the market, and out in the YouTube world everybody is a little bit raving about this. Okay, you can see it's Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm. You got it, it's for men, and they're saying, oh, we should use it on our skin. Right, okay, first up, actually smells quite nice, but of a bloke. It does. Nice bloke, but it smells of a bloke, which is okay. I can get past that. I trialled it 3 separate times. First time I sort of thought it was okay actually. Second time I used it, I found that I had shine through the middle of my face, so I thought, not liking that so much, and I really didn't think my makeup looked as great as it usually does when I use one of my normal primers. At the end of the day, it just, no, my makeup looked like I hadn't really got primer on, and I looked a bit shiny. So basically, I don't think this is worth the hype, and I just thought I'd let you know whilst we're in here. Next up, I just want to mention a makeup setting spray and the beauty blender. Try saying that. Okay, so setting sprays are basically a mist that you spritz all over the face once you've done your makeup, and it's supposed to hold the makeup give it longevity through the day, and I'm sure that works for some people. I like to use it with my beauty blender because this one is good to use slightly damp. Basically you're patting in all your foundation with it, okay, and your concealer before you go in with your makeup on top. put all your foundation on, you pat this in. It gives it a really good kind of airbrushed finish, but it's good if it's a little bit damp, because otherwise you're just absorbing all the foundation into the sponge, okay? So I just spritz this onto this all the way around, so it's a tiny bit damp. So then I dab it all over the skin and blend it in, and you're kind of setting the foundation then as you do it. So I do like setting sprays, but that's how I like to use them rather than spritz it on afterwards, okay? Next, I just wanted to talk to you briefly about the charcoal masks. Now, they are absolutely brilliant. Once a week, I will use a charcoal mask. You only have to leave it on the skin for 5 or 10 minutes, and they're brilliant. This one's from Butonics, from Boots, and it's an ionic clay mask shine away, okay? So it literally draws out all the impurities from your face. It's great. You're basically on clean skin, so you've washed your face, squirt a little bit into your hand and blend it all in. Just got to be a bit careful around the eye area, so try and get it onto your forehead and around your chin, everywhere, okay? It's a little bit gritty, so you'll feel that as you spread it on, but then you just leave it, and you try not to talk too much, because the more you talk, the more you're going to move the mask, and then by the end of the 5 or 10 minutes, you can't talk, because your face has gone hard, okay? But that's good. And then you wash it off, and your face is, you can tell, it just feels really clean. It's really good. So definitely a charcoal mask I would recommend. Again, like I said, I do it about once a week, and I think that's all you really need to do. And finally, I just wanted to talk to you about my little shopping trip yesterday. I went into town and I got some things from Benefit, okay? I do like Benefit makeup. It's a bit pricey, but I do like it, so occasionally I do have a little splurge. I had an appointment there with a makeup lady, booked it way before Christmas, so I was actually quite looking forward to it. I did buy a couple of items, so I got a couple of free items, but this came free because I'd attended the appointment. It's quite cute. So basically the items that I bought, my first one was a concealer called Fake Up. It's just a concealer for the eye. It's not for like spots and blemishes or whatever. It's just for the under eye area. I wanted to lighten and brighten that area, so she recommended me trying this. It's got sort of a hydrating ring around the concealer, and then the actual concealer product in the middle. And what it says is it's got vitamin E and apple seed extract to hide dark circles and diffuse fine lines. So that's what I was sort of looking for. I've tried it today. It is very hydrating. It kind of almost feels a bit damp to touch, even when you've had it on for a few hours. I set it with a powder, and it still sort of gives that impression of dampness, which makes it look really hydrated. I like it. I didn't mind paying the price for it because it has the ingredients that actually is good for the skincare and the fine lines as well. I don't spend that much if I'm just getting a regular concealer, because they don't really have the products in them to help the area, but this did, so I didn't mind giving it a go. Maybe I'll let you know how I get on. I also bought, because she did my eye makeup for me in the store, is a creaseless cream shadow. I got this in the shade, it's called No Pressure. I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of like a taupey, amethyst, sort of graphite-y grey brown. It's one of those really nice sort of neutral shades that you can build up, and I'm really liking that colour at the moment, so I'm pleased with that. And then because I bought 2 items, I got 2 items free, and I got a little mini moisturiser, triple performing. I haven't used it yet. I didn't use it this morning. I will give it a go. That would have normally cost, I think you can, I didn't realise that you can actually buy these little samples. That was about $4.50, I think she said, if you'd have bought it. So I suppose it's good if you're going away or something and you just want to take a little moisturiser for a week or something. That's pretty cool. And then, what else did I get? Oh, that's right, I got a little Pore Professional as a freebie. This is the primer that I was just talking about earlier. It's a tiny little one inside, and again you could buy this for $3.50, I think she said. So if you're just going away for a week or something, yeah, that's pretty cool actually, the size of these packaging. So I got about £10 plus a makeup bag of free gifts on buying 2 products. It was really interesting actually. I enjoyed the chat, and obviously we was talking about some different products. I was talking about different primers and things with her with this video in mind. So I've set myself up to buy a different one of their primers, not the Pore Professional, because she was explaining how that does help with the shine in the centre of the face, but there's another one, I think it's called It's Gal, or it's got something like Gal in the title, But that really sounded good because that's more sort of the hydrating and the radiance kind of primer, which was more up my street, I thought. So I'm going to use up all my other primers first, promise. And then I might purchase that one. But that was really interesting. So if you do ever book an appointment on the benefit counter, don't be scared. I know it can be a bit daunting, sat in the middle of the shop, and she said, oh, do you want to take all your makeup off? And I was like, no, not really, but I'll take my mascara off, and I'll take a bit of my eye makeup off. But you kind of just zone in on just the two of you, and it was cool. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope some of the terminology has been explained to you. If you have, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I would love to see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye.